What's up, guys? It's Nico Moreno here. In this video, I'm going to show you my chart analysis on gold. I'm going to show you all of the key levels that I marked, what I look at, why I would decide to enter a trade or why I would decide to not enter a trade. I'm just going to walk you through step by step. So if you're a futures trader or a forex trader who either wants to trade gold or you already are, but you want to see how somebody else thinks, someone who is profitably trading on prop firms on a day-to-day basis, then check out this whole video because I'm going to walk you through exactly what I look for to stay profitable with trading gold, which honestly can be one of the more tricky assets to trade. And if you know, you know. All right, so quick thing before we get started into the video. I recently launched my course, which is called the Funded Trader Blueprint, to help you become a funded and consistently profitable trader. So if you are someone who is interested in passing your prop firm challenges, maybe you've tried a couple challenges and you've blown them, or you've gotten stuck, or you're not getting consistent payouts, then this is the course for you. All right, so click the link down below. You can check out the course. I just wanted to highlight a little student story before we dive into the actual analysis on the charts. But one of my clients, Mark, says, or he got funded for $200K in under 3 weeks using this course. And I'll show you the screenshot of his little chat message right here. And he was able to make $2,632 profit in his first day as a funded trader with just a couple trades. So you can see right here, he says, just an update, Nico, less than 3 weeks and passed my new 200K FTMO funded. First day on the funded account, already up 2,632. And I zoomed in on the little screenshot that he sent over here. And I think this is in German. I'm assuming it's German. It looks like German to me. It says profit 2,632. And you can see he just had about 3 trades there in one day. So again, if you want to get results like this and you want to learn exactly how he did it and how you can become a funded, profitable trader in probably a lot less time than you think, click the link down below. You can check out the course and you can get started today. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into the video. All right, guys, in this video, I am going to walk through a trade opportunity, potential trade opportunities that I see heading into the morning. So I'm just going to share what I'm looking for and what my thought process was behind this, why I would potentially enter or why I wouldn't enter. And then, yeah, well, honestly, we just have to see how it plays out because nobody knows for sure. So first thing, let me just turn this off. Okay, so if we look at higher time frames, let me show you kind of the main thing that I'm looking at. If we look at higher time frames, we have a very clear, well, higher time frame trends on 4-hour and 1-hour are both down. I marked all my key levels, which you can watch the key level training to learn how to do that inside the course. And yeah, I've also got some pretty clear trends that have been developing, which is honestly beautiful. Like, look at this. We've got a really nice kind of flag pattern here with these 2 trend lines, and this one is just lining up perfectly. This one's also lining up really perfectly. If we look on the 15-minute, still looks honestly great. Has been pretty difficult to trade the past like 2 days though. Since when was this? Tuesday, yeah, Wednesday. I mean, this junk has been pretty bad, but now we're kind of entering a place where something's going to happen. We're just waiting to see what. So again, we've got this flag pattern. I don't really use the term like flag pattern, but I know a lot of people use it. I just see it as we have 2 trend lines that are converging, kind of a zigzag. So it's a little bit tricky to know because the minor trend is, you could say minor trends are still down, but honestly, we just don't know because gold has been very prone to fake outs lately and liquidity grabs. So, you know, we could, even if we get a break up, we still don't know if it's going to end up turning bearish or if that's just a fake out and a liquidity grab to like grab the liquidity up at this major high or at this major high or at this major high and then reverse back down. We just don't know. So anyways, we've got this set up and we've got these key levels marked. I was also looking at the session highs and lows. Tokyo, or Asia sessions really are even lower. So I think this is useful to just know where there's additional major liquidity levels. So anyways, let me go ahead and shift down to higher time frames and tell you what I'm looking for and what why I would enter and why I would stay out. So what I'm looking for is before New York starts, which is technically pre-market right now. So what I was looking for is like if before New York, which is about to not be valid anymore, but if before New York we got like a bounce off of this trend line, which we were so close, but we did not get that, then I would have taken a buy with stop loss covering the whole Asia session low, and then would have had my take profit right a little bit above this level that's been being respected. That would have been at 2.46, which would have been nice. I would have waited for rejection and confirmation though off of this level. So a little bit of displacement here. So that's why I put my hypothetical entry kind of around here. I'd wait for a candle close on probably 3-minute or 5-minute to move up to this level to potentially enter there. Same thing up here. I was not up, or I was up, but I wasn't ready to trade at this point. But that would have been another cool entry there. So what I'm looking for heading into New York is, so I'm not going to be in any positions for the 5 minutes before or 5 minutes after New York open, just because that is not wise, although it's also a Friday and going into a holiday weekend or a bank holiday weekend. So we don't know. Liquidity could be very, very low. I don't know what to expect. So we just have to wait and see. What I'm kind of expecting though is, I feel like probably a liquidity grab. It's just gold has been so prone to that lately. So, in other words, a fake out. So what could happen is we could get price moving up here, looking like it's going to we're going to get a breakout and then grab the liquidity from London and Tokyo and maybe Sydney and maybe all the way up here, which you could still do a nice little scalp up. And then, but it could happen super, super fast. That's the thing. Even on the 1 minute, this has been happening. And then a reversal back down. So that could happen, that could play out, or we might get the opposite. We might get liquidity grab down here, which is just outside the little pattern, and then there. Or, who knows, it could also continue lower. All right, so basically what I would wait for in order to actually get into an entry, because I don't want to get faked out, is I would wait for a rejection. Okay, let me just play out the two different scenarios. I would either look for, if we go up, I would look for a rejection and displacement off of this pattern here, off of the trend line, and then wait for some displacement. I would look probably on the 3 or the 5 minute, wait for a candle close back in here, and then I would be interested in a sell. Another scenario is if we got a quick liquidity grab here on the 5 minute, and then we got, price moving back into here, then I would take a sell. However, it's unfortunate the stop loss might be a little bit big. So we'll see. I would prefer to get a rejection off of the pattern because then stop loss would be quite a bit smaller probably. And then same thing. Down here, I would really prefer to get like some sort of a rejection here and then confirmation on the 3 or 5 minute with some displacement back into the pattern. I would take a buy. Or we could get liquidity grab. This one's a little bit more tricky because the major trend is down. So if we took a buy, yeah, honestly, I'm definitely going to wait. I'm going to be more cautious on sells because we could get a fake out back into the pattern, but we also could just go lower. So I'm going to be a bit more cautious on sells just because overall we're bearish on most time frames and especially the higher time frames. So that's it. I would not take a breakout. Personally, I would not take a breakout sell. That is what I would not do. I would wait for, I would need to wait for like confirmation, a rejection off of this pattern or a rejection off of this. So yeah, a breakout, liquidity grab, and then confirmation, rejection back down from this level or from this pattern with displacement on the 3 or the 5. And that's it. Stop loss would probably be covering this level or wherever the rejection happened. And then honestly, you could ride that all the way down. You know, let's say we entered somewhere like here and we covered this. That'd be a nice 2.45. That's a very significant low. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. We will see which direction we go. We don't know. So let's see what happens.